arrow is aimed toward a target, and that's point two. It's you love and you train, nurture and admonition, gift and goal. And I think that's what all of our parenting involves. It involves loving and training our children, doesn't it? So loving, and you know, loving, as I've looked back over my parenting years, is the most important thing that I've ever done. It's love my children. And you all know about this because all of you love your children. Well, this is a great little visual. I have this cute little bracelet, and it has orange and blue beads, and it's got little footballs, and it's got love you, and it's got a number 15. Well, the men in our family have this tradition. They go Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve, right before the stores close. I don't know. Right. So Timmy's junior year, when they were getting ready to play for the national championship, they were given a stipend to spend in Miami. Well, he took that money that he could have spent there, and he bought me this precious bracelet from the jewelry store, and he had the beads picked out just like he wanted to, the colors, the design, and you know, I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change the number 15, the way he organized it. I wouldn't change the colors. I wouldn't change the size of the bead. I wouldn't change a thing. And that's the way our children is. This was a gift to me, a gift selected by my son, while our children are gifts selected by our Heavenly Father who created them in the womb just for us, and He never makes a mistake. And we can't return them like unwanted Christmas presents. You know, we can do that. We have cows, and we can do that. I already know the one I want to go to market. It's the one that gets in and gets out and eats all my flowers. But you can't do that with children. You have them. You have them with all their idiosyncrasies. You have them with their learning disabilities. We've got a couple with dyslexia. And Timmy personally writes in his book about his challenge with dyslexia, because he wants all those little children that have that same thing out there to know, or anything else to know, that God didn't make a mistake. He even writes in there that God just wired him differently. It's not wrong, it's just different. And that's true with all of our kids, with all of all of the things about them that are unique and special. God planned those. You know, when our second daughter had her third little girl, she's our daughter Katie's our only brown-eyed child, and she looked at her baby Bren, and all of our grandchildren have bright blue eyes, and she saw the blue eyes, and she said, wow, I'm sort of hoping this little girl would have brown eyes. And her best friend was there, and she said, why would you want her to have brown eyes? Because brown eyes are so common. She said, really? She said, well, my daddy always taught me that I was this little brown-eyed girl, and I thought having brown eyes was so special. Isn't that sweet? That's how our children know that they are loved and valuable just exactly the way they are, is when we treat them like that. So I thought that was so sweet. His little brown-eyed girl is still his little brown-eyed girl. Isn't that true, honey? You know, this is Princess. Most of you are way too old to remember this song by the Righteous Brothers called You Lost That Loving Feeling. Well, you remember it. There's an old person just like us. Well, trust me, as parents, you can lose that loving feeling, can't you?